Hey there, future inventors! Welcome back to School Subjects Online, where we explore the coolest what-if questions about science and history. Here's one for you. What if refrigeration hadn't been invented? How would we keep food fresh? Grab your snacks before they spoil, and let's find out together. Imagine a world without that magical humming box in your kitchen. No more midnight ice cream raids, no more perfectly chilled beverages, and definitely no more leftovers. Before refrigeration, keeping food from spoiling was like a full-time job. People had to get seriously creative just to keep their food from turning into a science experiment. We're talking salting meat until it was practically a salt lick, drying fruits until they were basically leather, and pickling everything in sight. These methods worked, kind of, but they definitely didn't win any culinary awards, which meant people had to go shopping almost every day. Talk about inconvenient. Now, before you think our ancestors were complete culinary cavemen, they did have a few tricks up their sleeves. In colder climates, people relied on the OG refrigerator, Mother Nature. They'd cut massive blocks of ice from frozen lakes and rivers during the winter and store them in specially built underground ice houses. These ice houses were basically giant insulated pits that kept the ice frozen for as long as possible, sometimes even into the late summer months. But here's the catch. Ice houses were only effective in colder climates. If you lived somewhere warm, you were pretty much out of luck. But then, in the 19th century, everything changed. Enter modern refrigeration. This wasn't just some icy upgrade, it was a complete game changer. Inventors started tinkering with ways to create artificial cold, harnessing the power of chemicals, compression, and eventually, electricity. Thanks to pioneers like Jacob Perkins, who built the first working vapor compression refrigerator in 1834, we now have the amazing refrigerators we know and love today. These technological marvels use refrigerants to keep the inside of our fridges at a constant cool temperature. Now you might be thinking, okay, refrigeration keeps my food cold, big whoop. But the impact of refrigeration goes way beyond just preventing spoilage. It fundamentally changed how we live, eat, and even interact with the world around us. First off, refrigeration allows us to store food for much longer periods. We can buy groceries in bulk, knowing that our fruits, veggies, and leftovers won't turn into science projects overnight. Secondly, refrigeration makes it possible to enjoy a wider variety of foods. Thanks to refrigerated trucks and ships, we can now enjoy fresh produce from all over the world, regardless of the season. And finally, refrigeration plays a crucial role in reducing food waste. By slowing down the spoilage process, we can keep our food fresher for longer, meaning less ends up in landfills. This is a huge win for the environment and for our wallets. And of course, no discussion about refrigeration would be complete without mentioning the most delicious consequence of all, ice cream. Before refrigeration, ice cream was a rare and expensive treat reserved for the elite. But with the advent of refrigeration, ice cream became accessible to the masses. Suddenly, everyone could enjoy the simple pleasure of a cold, creamy treat on a hot day. So, the next time you're digging into a bowl of your favorite ice cream, take a moment to appreciate the wonders of refrigeration. But let's get back to our original question. What if refrigeration hadn't been invented? What would our lives be like today? Well, for starters, our diets would probably be a lot different. We'd have to rely more on local and seasonal ingredients, and we'd probably be eating a lot more preserved foods. Grocery shopping would become a daily chore, and we'd have to be much more mindful of food spoilage. No more cramming our fridges full of leftovers and hoping for the best. And sadly, ice cream as we know it would be a distant, delicious memory. In short, life without refrigeration would be a lot more challenging, time-consuming, and let's face it, a lot less tasty. Refrigeration has done more than just make life easier. It's also helped improve food safety, health, and even global trade. It's a perfect example of how one invention can change the world. Thanks for chilling out with us to explore this cool question. If you loved learning about refrigeration, remember to like, share, and subscribe to School Subjects Online for more fun and fascinating videos. Stay curious, and see you next time.